Let's do this. Hey guys, this is Christ169 AK Mark coming to you guys with another live video. A lot of things been going on the last couple weeks, guys. I've been working a lot, so my job's had me working 4 days instead of three, so I'm only going to be off to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I go back to work Friday, and hopefully Monday's overtime will be canceled. But if it's not, then I'll be making another video on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. First off, shout outs here today are for as follows: Jay's 2 cents, Paul's Hardware, Howard Unboxing, and Gamers Nexus. These gentlemen here have helped me out a lot. They've given me a lot of tools. I've commented on their videos, and some of them have commented me back. Some have not. Now, I'm not assuming that there's like, oh, it's just this fat guy commenting me. I don't know if I can, you know, lower myself to hit my keyboard. No, I don't think that. I think these guys are very very busy, so they don't have a lot of time to talk to a little person like me. But hey, you guys are watching. Hey, how you guys doing? I love your guys' channels. Um, Gamers Nexus is pretty much the watchdog of the group when it comes to these YouTubers. Gamers Nexus and how you doing, Steve? Is the watchdog. Jay's 2 cents is more of the break it down, let's look at it, see what goes on. Paul's Hardware is more of the get everybody get up for the briefing. And Horror Unboxing is more of the uh, tacticianers, so to speak, when it comes to pricing. Not saying Gamers Nexus is not. Gamers Nexus does a good job when it comes to tearing stuff down and looking at stuff and figuring stuff out. The RAM prices, none of us got right. We did not think, all of us, in a shadow of our minds, even myself. Now, I made comments saying about AI issues and will this drive up prices in PC gaming. Myself, Gamers Nexus, Paul's Hardware, our unboxing, so we all talked about, you know, pulling the lever, sounding the alarm, ringing the bell, pulling the, the tail like on the Flintstones with the the bird screams at the quarry. We're trying to sound the alarm to, hey guys, something's going to happen with this AI stuff. Be careful. Go out there and get your PC gaming on. Even my friend of mine who I work with, who is their shift now, is like the same way I am. He's like, yeah, I know this stuff is insane. He bought his RAM sticks and got them pretty good. And I have I have two 8 GB RAM sticks, the DDR4 that are only 8 GB each. I could probably sell them for some good money and make some money off them if I wanted to. A lot of people are doing that now. They have to get the money to get to what they actually want. They have to do that kind of stuff. They have to sell. But the first video is going to be about AMD prices going up effective immediately at supposedly 10% more midnight. We're going to check some up here. I'm going to check AMD cards here. We'll look at Amazon and see what they have to say. Um, Amazon has to say about this. AMD cards. It has to say here. We'll look at what it says here. Best Buy, don't know for sure. I want to do online first because online usually has them. It doesn't show anything really changing, really. Doesn't show a big price hike. Now, J2 Cents might come on and say, or whoever might say, hey, yeah, it has been because of different reasons. Prices, like with the RAM sticks. Prime example of RAM sticks. Yeah, now I went to Best Buy today. Here's the issue with this crap here. Okay, I was going to buy a USB to USB port because my father has a charger that requires a USB charge to charge it up. He has a different one. He has an older one. My one has a little thing in the back you plug into it, and regular outlet cord. I went there to go buy this thing at Best Buy. It's a USB cord. It said $20.99 on the tag. Went up front, $29.99. I'm like, wait a second, guys. This is $20. Well, our machine's saying it's 29. I take it back there and show it to you. Oh no, it's okay. I bought it, then I returned it. Come back there to verify. They have guys, I'm returning this. I can get this. I can get this at Amazon for nothing, for almost this. And I got it for like $15 Amazon because I have Prime. And the thing is with this is Consumer Reports talked about this stuff too, about these companies pushing higher prices and not changing. And I got a message because I filed a complaint online a few hours ago, and I got a call from one of the managers. Oh, well, no, we talked to the employee who stocked that shelves, and we're going to find out what happened. I said, what happened was you guys are price gouging people. I'm not stupid. I've been in retail for over 20 something years. I know what this is. He's like, oh no, somebody stocked it wrong. So stocked it wrong. The label and the product matched up, and then he went silent. He was silent for a second. He thought I was some stupid customer. I've been retail guys for over 20, almost 28 years. I know how the game is played. So he got like, oh well, we'll take care of it. So you better take care of it because if I hear about this again, now I'm gonna go to News Channel 5, investigate whoever, because you guys can't Best Buy can't be saying $20.99, then go up to the uh pay window or the cashier. It's $29.99 all of a sudden. It didn't get $9 more expensive me walking to the damn freaking front. So looking at Amazon here, I don't see much of a price increase on this stuff. A lot of kind of looking at are 8 GB older ones. Let's look at the 9060s. 90 um 9060 XT 16 gig. Still says 379. 8 GB crap, but still it's 289. I'm not seeing a real big price increase on this. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but J2 cents a game next is talking about. These people are watching. I say something. No one gives two shits what I have to say. So I'm just some fat guy rambling on some video. But I think personally with this, how I'm looking at this right now is like this. Okay, there is a problem with the RAM. And J2 cents is asking, when is this AI bubble going to burst? It's never going to burst, Jay. I'm sorry to tell you this. You said it right. AMD, Nvidia, Intel, these companies are our friends. Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, Micro Center, they're not your friends. These companies are trying to make money. Okay? Money, dollar signs, all they care about. You got the money, they got the time. You ain't got no money, you just go on, and about your business because they're about making money. With the issue with Best Buy with the $20 USB to USB connection that was $29.99 on the screen, but said $20.99 on a tag. And I know how to read barcodes and item numbers. And the model number matched what it said on the tag. So between me walking up to the front, it costs $9 more. That gives me walking to the front magically. And when I contacted the store manager after I filed a complaint online about it after I came home, oh, we'll change it. It was the right item. It was the right item because I saw the amount number. Had a receipt and amount number and I read it to him. And he just literally, like I said, he just froze and he didn't say anything. And I made the comment to the guy, I didn't come down last drop of rain. Okay, so you need to understand. Yeah, I've been in retail a long time, so I know little tricks of trade retail. This is what people gotta be careful of when you're buying stuff like electronics or whatever. Now I saw DDR4 sticks, uh, Benjamin Pro, LGB lights, like the one I had before, like the first ones I had before I got the Dominator ones for Christmas, were actually $89 and about 75 cents and 95 cents. I saw at Best Buy today $135. So you're telling me within the span of 2 months, find a calculator here. Um, let's say it's let's make it a 90 say make it $86, okay? Minus what 156, 135 point 35 $135, 135.00. It went up magically within about a month or two to $49 more. That's DDR4, folks. At 3600 hertz, what I have at 3600 hertz times four. I have four sticks of DDR4. Even the motherboards now are hard to find DDR4, but a lot of the Intel boards can do DDR4 or 5. So you have a little wiggle room there. Better wiggle room spending $300 on a damn freaking board. My motherboard cost from I got my brother-in-law to build me my first rig, this rig I have right now. That motherboard costs about 300 something dollars. I have a 128 gigabyte limit of RAM I can put in that thing. I have 32 right now. And if RAM gone up 49, 50, 60 bucks and within 2 months, say 2 months, say 3 months. If it was 50 bucks in 2 months, just like what, $25 a month? No, it was like what, $15 a month, $10 a month. What the hell do they do? They prorate it between months now. I mean, this is insanity. And Jay 2 cents asking, when the bubble gonna burst? It ain't gonna burst, there, Jay. I'm sorry, buddy. You know, I know, everybody knows at the end of the know in gaming. I've been gaming since I was a little kid. That bubbles like this are never gonna, are never going to burst. They're never going to burst. They're never going to stop because AI is going to be controlling everything, and virtual reality is going to be here and is here right now. So the AI stuff is going to be around for a while. Now, can we both coexist? Can the companies, shave off a little crumbs for us PC gamers? They could. They don't want to because then they have to create more and more stock. They create more stock, and then the bubble slows down or deflates a little bit. You and I, oh yeah, we'll go out there and buy all that RAM, the 128 gigabyte RAM for like $400 because now it's down since it costs 1,000, it costs 400 now. That means the RAM company only gets $400 by one person, one time deal. So when people saw the DDR5 is a bust, they went back to DDR4. Friends of mine have Intel boards. They downgraded their Intel boards from DDR4 to from DDR5 to 4 because most of the boards can do that. AMD does one or the other. I think it blows. I think for $300, my board should have been somewhat in the DDR5 ready. Even basic bare bones, even like maybe the lowest hertz to say like 6,000 or 4,000 or whatever. 4,000, whatever, something. I can always downgrade to my lowest. Go back. I can go to my BIOS and change it back to DDR4. Well, you could do on Intel motherboards because they're not jerk pieces of shit as much. They are now, but then they're not blind to just DDR4 and 5 shit like AMD is. Both these companies suck, folks. I'm sorry. If you're holding on to the leg of of Intel, just dry humping them, I don't know why you're doing that. It's creepy, but the blind loyalty don't need to be these companies. These companies are giving these data centers and all the other crap, all the RAM that we're trying to get. They're giving it to all the VRAM and the graphics cards. VRAM is very expensive. 16 gigabytes of VRAM. That's why in NVIDIA always kept trickling out, 8 gigabyte cards. Why not? They make more profit off, giving the big corporations, data centers. This has probably been going on for a while. This has been going on for years, guys. I predict we'll find out in a couple years that 5, 6 years ago, earlier, previously, they were already ramping up, the AI, balloon. That NVIDIA was, just feeding the AI machine all this extra RAM or all this extra whatever nonsense they're feeding them. And by giving us 8 gigabyte cards and smack in the face, taking our money out of our hands. And I'm guilty too. I got 3070. I'm guilty as too. And I'm Team Green, even though I don't wave the flag, uh, because it's a card to play games on. Okay, this card plays games. That's why I use it. Now, if I use a potato to play games, I'll use a potato to play games. Okay, if I run Battlefield on potato, I'll run Battlefield on potato, but it doesn't work. And also rot and catch fire. And anyway, it's kind of silly. But the point, guys, is this: the AI bubble is never going to burst because it can't burst. It bursts now. How many industries' hands have they didn't know AI have gotten into? How navigation, military, school, flights, bus terminal information. How many hands have AI has already got into? So we start bursting in that bubble, it may cause more of a problem for us in the end. So AI is here to stay. Now, like I said, can we both coexist, or they can suck the teeth of the AI and give us a decent price on RAM and motherboards and processors, and quit bending us over and smacking us back in the head, taking our wallet out, our pocket, and smacking back in the head, thinking, here, loser, here's your wallet back. Yeah, they can, but will they? No, because AMD, Nvidia, these companies don't give two shits about you and I. They want they want this. All they see is this. They don't give two shits about Mark being fat. They see this. They want this. They want me to be dancing around, just throwing them $20 bills, dancing around, going, hey, gyrating. That's what they want. They don't give two shits about us. Because if they did care about us, these companies did care. If they did understand, if they did understand what the hell we're going through, they would come together, form one, drop prices, make RAM just plentiful as it can be, and not worry about having to go, oh, we'll take a hit on RAM this year because we're not selling as much. You have tons and tons of RAM. People can buy RAM sticks for your Christmas gifts or stocking stuffers or whatever. You got that PC person who wants to build his own rig, and then you give him some free RAM there. You can't do that nowadays. Hell, RAM's a freaking damn commodity. It's almost like orange juice and gold. I mean, it's literally it should be sold in the damn stock market. RAM. I mean, people, it's getting to the point now where people are thinking it's silly, but it's not silly to me. RAM's what we use for PC gaming. If you don't know what RAM is random access memory. It works with the processor to communicate with the motherboard. To help communicate with the even GPU uses RAM. If your VRAM is getting over, it automatically taps into your available RAM to play the game or whatever you're doing. Do like 3D rendering or whatever you're doing, you can access RAM and act that right RAM. That's why graphics cards VRAM needs to be higher than 8 GB, because if you're playing a game like Battlefield, it's really enriched when it comes to RAM power. Not much CPU power, but VRAM power. You need more VRAM. That's why I've been looking at the 5060 Ti, 16 gig. Yes, I know it's not a great card. Yes, I've been doing research for about a year and a half on it. When I've been hearing about it, I think that's a pretty good RAM for me, V system for me, pretty good card for me. Now, is it going to be the balls of floor great? Probably not. But 8 more gigabytes of VRAM to me is more appealing than a 5090 or 5080. I don't care about a 5080 or 5090. I don't care about 5070 Ti 16 gigs. I want something that's cheap for me to buy, that I can put into my rig, that gives me 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yes, the AMD cards would be cool, but I'm more comfortable with NVIDIA because I know how it works. So yes, 5060 Ti 16 gig to me is not a bad card. About 10-15% more powerful than the 3070 in certain games. But it doesn't mean it's going to be ball to wall great. But if I have 8 more gigabytes of VRAM, I can turn it up to Ultra and play Battlefield in Ultra, or play other games I want to play like Doom Eternal or Doom Dark Ages on Ultra. I want to have a little bit of wiggle room. You can't do that when you have 8 GB of VRAM because your company is smacking you in the face saying, "Here you go. Here's your 8 GB of VRAM." And how does this play into the RAM? It does, because now it's going to be affecting the VRAM that we need to play these damn games that require 8 GB minimum to run. There's people who try to play games like Doom Dark Ages or Indiana Jones, couldn't play it because it required uh, your ray tracing to be turned on. Still no update on if you can play Indiana Jones or Doom Dark Ages without having an RTX ray tracing card. 2060 all in 2060 will get you in the door. Yeah, it's great to get in the door, but what's the point if you get in the door at 6 gigabytes of VRAM, but to actually dance on the floor, to be invited to the dance floor, you have to have this much more VRAM. Yes, 6 gigabytes of VRAM and 2060, will get you in the door. But if you can't go to the dance floor, you need 16 gigabytes. You're just a spare prick at the wedding, just staring at everybody else having fun, and you're playing games in low settings. So the VRAM problem, the RAM problem, the VRAM problem, because it's going to affect everything. Because then PC gaming becomes this thing of a laughing joke, or okay, so yeah, you're a PC gamer, ha ha ha, you're spending all this money. PlayStation and Xbox consoles are going $800, $900 per unit. Where's the console fanboys? Oh, that's right. Their heads are shoved to their console masters' asses. They don't care. Meanwhile, now I was recently converted from console gaming to PC gaming about 5 years ago, 2020. It's been 5 years since I've been off consoles. Having Xbox One X behind me, I use mostly for just YouTube and just whatever I'm doing and watching Paramount Plus. Um, but that right there, guys, kind of sums up how I'm feeling right now. I'm pissed off because we got people out there that are taking advantage of gamers who don't know. I saw VRAM, guys, I saw one pack of VRAM. I think it was 32 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes. I don't know what it was. There could have been one stick for all I know at Best Buy. Cost $937. One pack. It could have been one stick for all we knew. DDR5. I'm thinking this is the most asinine thing. People are buying pre-built left and right. And damn it, if you buy one, make sure that some bitch comes with more than one stick of VRAM and one stick of RAM. You need two, because buying new sticks will cost you a lung and a kidney at this point. And God help you if these prices go up next month. No, in January on graphics cards. So I'm gonna get paid here pretty much. I don't know when I'm gonna get paid next. Uh, week or so, 2 weeks. I don't know how fast it's gonna be, but I'm considering. Today's the third. I'm considering pulling the trigger when I get paid again and buying myself a 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte graphics card, because I need something more than just 8 gigabytes in this rig. I've used 8 gigabytes. I increased it. I did all I can do. I did all the extra overclocking I can do on the 3070. I am tapped out. I go any higher, the game starts crashing. I have to have more more graphic, more VRAM. So I have 32 gigabytes of RAM that's going to hold me over for hopefully another couple years before games become minimal 32 gigabytes of RAM. My 3070 is on its way out, in the sense that it's already left the damn freaking dance hall. It's in the car driving back home by itself. So, you know, I need to replace it with a 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte. Yeah, I can go 5070, a little more power, but 12 gigabytes of VRAM. I don't want to change out my power supply right now. I'm gonna have to eventually anyway. But God help me, it's gonna cost $1,000 to do that too, probably. Because everything PC gaming is gonna start going up in price again. So you can blame the administration, you can blame the evil corporations, you can blame Santa Claus, you can blame evil aliens all you want. But the fact of the matter is, guys, we're PC gamers. If you're watching my channel or channels of Jay's Two Cents, Paul's Hardware Unboxing, or Gamers Nexus, you are a PC gamer. Or unless you're some guy who like random person like to watch random videos about PC stuff and you don't play games at all. If you watch our channels, guys, you are a PC gamer in some stretch of form. You like PC gaming, you enjoy it. If you're watching our channels I mentioned, like Paul's Hardware or Gamers Nexus, Jay's Two Cents, Hardware Unboxing. If you're watching our channels, with them being a lot more productive than I am, and a little profitable I am, but if you're watching those channels, it means it means that you care about PC gaming and you want to know more about it. So I'm telling you guys right now, though, don't strike when the iron's hot. Strike now to get a gaming graphics card. I want to wait until I get paid again so I can get a little more money saved up. And hopefully I can get one of these in price at Best Buy if I can. But knowing how they're jacking up prices, I might just buy one on Amazon. To hell with it. Or Newegg. And say hell with it. Because I made my commitment to go buy a 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte card. My 3070 is going out of date. But with this RAM problem, prices going up, AMD increasing the cards by 10%. It said on midnight 12/3. Now it could be midnight tomorrow for all we know. Who knows? But I didn't. I don't have a graph to graph, but I did see RAM up there at Best Buy go $49 more within a couple months after I saw it or seen it. So it's really rough, guys, for me to understand why people are thinking these companies care. If you're believing that these companies give two shits about you, you are the problem, not the solution. Okay? These companies care less about us. Okay? They don't care what we have to say. They want our wallets. They want our money. It's all they care about. They don't give a damn about us. They never have, never will. And once you understand that all they care about is the AI bubble, it ain't gonna burst. J2 says wants to burst. Well, I'm sorry, Jay. Their buddy, it ain't gonna burst. Why? Because if it bursts, a lot of things are gonna be affected. So it can't be burst. It's integrated. It's almost like Skynet. It's hooked into everything. Almost trust to run it all. Almost not trust to run it all yet, but it's hooked into everything. To TV, to gaming, to movies, or whatever. Even Google has AI algorithms. It sees what you watch, see what you type, and it's trying to find program. That's all AI stuff, guys. That's been around for the last 5 to 8 years. It's early stages AI, but still AI nonetheless. So AI has been around for a long time. So now getting now it's dabbling, into our neck of the woods. AMD, Intel are like, get out of the way, gamers, and we're going out to the sunny lips of the you know AI interface. We're going to give all these data centers all this RAM and give you guys nothing but the middle finger and tell you where to shove it. And then that's pretty much what they did. So when GPUs get out of price again, and they probably will eventually. Hopefully next year, like I said, though, I'm committed to go buy a 5060 Ti 16 gig. Even though it's underpowered, it's not as powerful as 3070 in most games, but it has 16 gigabytes of VRAM. It also depends on what one you buy too as well though. So it's like 3070. The one I have is a trio overclock one. Is really good, but it's showing its age. And the games I'm playing, I keep messing around with settings to get it to work just right. Now, Battlefield was really good optimized. Helldivers 2 was somewhat optimized. Mess. But a lot of games I'm playing are older games. New games I want to play, it's gonna be kind of iffy. And even after 2026, what does the cards hold then? Who knows? So I'm not gonna rant. No, I'm not gonna guess anymore. I'm gonna pull the trigger on something. So if I buy a 5060 Ti 16 gig and it's a bust, whatever. If it's great, hey, great for me. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it because I need a new graphics card before these prices go up. And you guys need one too. You need to go out and get one. J2, Jay's 2 cents. He fired the shot in the air, the flare. I'm blowing the trumpet, and Paul's hardware and the rest of the guys are beating the drums. I guess then we're telling you guys to do this not because it's funny, but I got to do it too. Because I guarantee you after New Year's prices are gonna go up on everything that PC gaming related. I wouldn't be surprised if keyboards and mouses and headsets went up. This is a Steel series. I love Steel series. I still love my what is it called my damn what it's called now my Razer headset, but this is a lot better, a lot better. I don't have to keep unplugging the dongle to work. It works automatically. It could be a connection issue with the dongle with the Razer, but I still highly recommend the Razer Barracuda X. I got it for like $60 at best up at GameStop. It's like $99 now. So if you get a deal on it, you can probably get a good deal on it. Not that much deals right now anyway. Black Friday the bust this year. But what I'm saying, guys, is this: the RAM issues are a problem. DDR4 prices are getting up as well too. Like I said before earlier, DDR4 pack I saw a Vengeance Pro went from $86 and change to 135. It's 49, $50 increase in a span of maybe 2 months, 3 months. So you're telling me these companies are raising prices. And if you can get RAM good, cheap, if you have a friend who's selling his RAM stick, he bought new ones, and he's gonna be reasonable and not be some. I want $300 per RAM stick. Like yeah, dude, you can go, you can go buy a RAM stick, for $100 something for DDR4. But if you have a friend who's gonna sell his DDR5 or DDR4 RAM stick to you for a decent price, it work in your motherboard, it work in your system, go for it. It can be a small upgrade or whatever, but you gotta save money where you can. I don't say go to marketplace and Facebook, but if you get friends who are selling stuff on there, and you can contact them, hey, you can sell this. We'll go know what you want for it. Maybe work out a trade. Maybe they want a certain graphics card. Maybe you upgrade a graphics card and you haven't sold it yet, and they have RAM that you want. Maybe you can do a little trade there, kind of thing. I'll send you a 3080 Ti 12 gig that's still good for your DDR5 4000 hertz RAM, trade off kind of thing. Of course, it's a big difference in pay, of course, because 3030 Ti is cheaper now than it was because it's no longer being sought after anymore. I would take it, but that's because, whatever to me. I just want the VRAM. I want more VRAM. That's my slogan, VRAM. Um, no, the guy had Dynamite. I have more VRAM. But that's just being, how I am, because it's prices are going to go up, guys. They're already going up right now, and PC gaming is going to take the Macho Man elbow drop, off the top rope again, and it may not be no way kicking out of this one. You may have to stay down for the 3 count and just take the loss and go, okay, well, we'll have to do what we got to do. Will this kill PC gaming? No. Will it cripple it? It'll probably damage it where people will not be buying anything. The Steam machine looks pretty good for $700 right now, I guarantee you. Well, it only has 8 GB of VRAM, blah, blah. You know what, though, $700? And most RAM stick I saw in Best Buy today cost $935 for like probably 1, 2 sticks of DDR5. And you're worried about 8 GB of VRAM and a Steam machine Cost $700. The fuck do you want? GD to pop out? I mean, look at this shit. If you haven't seen prices of RAM sticks, and people have commented me on Facebook Messenger about this, well, $700 is a lot expensive. So we'll try $1,000 graphics card. I mean, I understand what people are saying. I get what people are doing. I get why people are trying to defend the Steam machine or explain it away. I get it. But damn it, RAM is so expensive right now, people are going to be looking towards the Steam machine as their next gaming rig. And you know what? It plays Steam. You can probably upload Windows on it if you want to, and go nuts. You know, you do a monitor, but it's made for TVs, not monitors. So if you got a living room and your PC is not great, and you can't upgrade it right now because RAM's too expensive, you buy a Steam Deck. Hey, you can play all the games you want to play on it. I mean, a Steam machine. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, it's getting to the point now where it's even hard to recommend even pre-builds right now. Now, Best Buy is selling out of them. We ain't got a Micro Center where I live at, unfortunately. I wish we did have one. But I hate to see the RAM stick prices in Micro Center right now. They're probably going to be astronomical and people start rating them. If we had one around here, it'd be rated 24/7 because people are just trying to upgrade. Now in Tennessee, a lot of people ain't really smart. I've heard, but there's PC gamers in Tennessee, in Clarksville, where I live at anyway. I know quite a few of us are pissed about not having a Micro Center nearby. That's another gripe I have about having a Micro Center nearby. They have everything anywhere else except close to Tennessee. I guess they don't think that we don't know how open water is, so we can't, can't turn on a PC like some fangled new device. You know, we have our three teeth and our, chewing our cud. I would love to get one in Nashville. Hell, Nashville would be kind of cool to get one. But anyway, though, the RAM 6 price increases of AMD cards, probably NVIDIA too eventually. So if you're in the mood or in a way for a graphics card like I am, I'm gonna buy one when I get paid again, hopefully. And I'll buy one because I do need one badly. And it's gonna be rough because Christmas is right around the corner, of course. Always something that gonna come up. So I'm gonna have to plan my cards right, and hopefully I get what I need to get. Because I gotta get something. Right now, these games are getting more and more intense, and I'm still sitting on the sidelines with 8 GB. Not saying 8 GB is bad, but I'm saying if I have to go another year, I can go by January. But if prices go up at that point in time, I'll probably just get rid of the PC gaming. Say hell with it, and just get a Steam machine and go play on my TV or whatever. Because at that point in time, it would be too expensive to even try to buy one. Because it's just, I know eventually the prices are going to go up. Because NVIDIA and AMD, Intel cards are not selling. I could probably buy an Intel art card probably with cheap enough. But will that damn thing work on my rig? I don't know. And that'd be a son of a bee. Buy an Intel art card and it just sits there and doesn't do anything. I gotta figure out what to do with it. I don't know. Art cards ain't bad. They 12 GB of VRAM. Not powerful machine. I got a 1440p monitor, so hey, I'll do Intel if I have to, man. Trust me. I'll buy something. I gotta get something in my rig that has more 8 GB of VRAM. 8 GB of VRAM. If you got one stick or two sticks or 16 GB of VRAM, you're gonna need more, like 32 or 64. I got 32 right now. I thought about going 64 eventually of RAM. So it's just a waiting game to see when the economy is going to turn around a little bit. But these people with the AI and the RAM companies don't want to increase more RAM because what happened? The AI bubble burst. Let it burst. Who cares? You got more RAM to go around. I get it. You can't take RAM and throw it in the air and money doesn't fall out of the sky anymore after that. So who cares? So you have surpluses. What happens if someone's RAM stick catches fire or breaks? You send them a new RAM stick or new RAM sticks. It's called supplying. It's called keeping the customer happy. No, it's called fisting us in the rear end. Why they give all the money, all the RAM to these companies that are building AI technology to some loser can sit at home in his parents' basement and be jerking off to AI Britney Spears because he thinks he has a relationship with some AI interface. He need interaction with a psychiatrist. But here we are. Okay, here we are. 2025. People still have emotional problems talking to AI bots. I talked to a chat bot one time. I said, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm fine." That's great. You know what? I'm done. I clearly threw my phone. This is stupid. I mean, I have to have to interact with people. But that 40-year-old, 30-year-old people are sitting in some parents' basement, talking with AI Britney Spears, telling her all his weird crap because he's emotionally, emotional damage or whatever the hell's wrong with that person. That's what AI is going to right now. Now, granted, it can help doctors and help find children, help find cures for latest cancers and diseases. That's great. It find a cure for diabetes and helps solve the issues with child hunger and in these countries. Great. God bless it. I hope it does really great. But the AI stuff, guys, ain't gonna be helping you pay your bills or helping you put food on a table. So all the great stuff it may be doing 30 years from now, a lot of us are teeth hanging out and the marble rolling around back of our head, and we're in some damn group home trying to make the bathroom while pissing on ourselves. We ain't gonna care about that AI crap at that point in time. Our worry is not pissing ourselves when we're trying to go to the bathroom on time. I mean that's just being very truthful, guys. Yeah, this is a truth bomb here. This is a truth moment. In closing, guys, 2 minutes closing here though. I do appreciate a lot of guys' thoughts. This Thanksgiving was rough because I lost my mother back in February. Um 28th, for example, for speaking, and it was very rough. Very rough on all of us. Um, very rough on all of us. Lost my mother back then, back in February. It seems like a long time ago, but it wasn't. Almost like yesterday I was talking to her. Almost. It's been um, almost 9 months since she's been dead. Um, and it's rough. Not knowing she ain't gonna be there. So holidays coming up. One has already left. Christmas is around the corner. Literally, it's 1, 2, 3 weeks away. And New Year's is literally going to be a week after that. Um, tell your family members you love them. Don't go out there and hate your family members on holidays. 'Cause you might get that phone call, like I did from my father when he was losing his mind. His wife was literally coding and passing away right in front of him. Luckily, we were there, and she held on as long as she could. But in the end, it was for naught. Don't do not go your life without forgiving those who trespassed against you, because you trespass against someone else in their life. And one of the Lord's prayers, forgive me for I trespass. I forgive those who I trespass against me, so forgive me who I trespass against. It is a very powerful saying. You might not like your parents. Maybe you're abused when you're younger. Your uncle, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, whatever. Your parents. You have to forgive and move on. Because at the end of the day, your family is still your family, regardless if you love them or not. But you have to talk to them, forgive them, understand that when we all make bad decisions in life, horrible decisions. abuse of a child, abuse of a spouse, abuse of an animal is rough. There's help out there. I always try to leave encouraging moments at the encouraging sayings at the end of my videos to help you guys out because it is very rough. Holiday season to find somebody to talk to. We talk to churches and the gossip machine got up, or we talked to a school counselor and some people found out. I mean, a lot of things happen. There's help there, folks. There's help out there for all of us. The Bible is going to a friend you know, a family member you know, a grandma. Because grandmas know everything. Seems like grandmas are just oracles of information. Um, so go out there and forgive those and try to be the best person you can. May God bless you guys and keep you guys safe as you're traveling to Christmas and New Year's. Like I'm gonna be traveling out of state to go to a casino, hopefully on New Year's, and have a little party, a little fun, a little dancing. Um, but I'll make sure I'll be having fun too as well. And I'll be taking my vacation off my channel right around Christmas 23rd. I'll make a Christmas video 23rd December. It's a Tuesday, and I'll be off until until the 5th. So it'll be about a week or two. I'm thinking about a week or two. I usually take about a week to go off every year for my channel. I got almost 1,000 videos you guys can watch going back almost 15 years. So third since 2013, right, a little less than that. But plenty of videos. And I'll make spot videos as I'm out doing stuff. I'll make videos about whatever I'm talking about, make spot videos. But I won't be making a lot of game. In my upload videos, my game videos, I may start that back up probably the 15th of December. I'll start doing Battlefield live streaming again. So you watch me get murdered and in Battlefield in real time, and not have to wait see a video later on. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, very late night. I need to go to bed around 10, 11 o'clock, so I'm way past my bedtime. Um, but guys, so I'll make another video, a live stream video for gaming Battlefield on the 15th of December. What time? It's usually later on at night. Usually been about half an hour to 45 minutes to an hour, depending on what I'm doing. If I got a lot going on today, I may make it less than that. But I usually will discuss stuff as I'm playing the game. But it's a lot of updates have come out. A lot of things have changed. So hopefully things are good. The updates are pretty good. The premium ain't too bad. But we'll talk about that when I make a video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. God bless all of you.